You're a racist to yourself.
I'm racist. Okay,
You're
let me hear.
racist to black people and yourself. So let me ask you a question. If a white woman was trying to style her straight, silky hair into an afro every single day, do you th- do you then think that she would say her hair is hard to manage?
No, because that's literally impossible.
No, they can do that. They can literally like do perms that make their hair go up and get poofy. Like there are
I never
products for
heard of
this.
that.
Yeah, so if a white woman was trying to style her natural straight hair into an afro every single day, do you think she would say her hair is hard to manage? If she was trying to do it, no matter whether she could achieve it or not.
I mean, in that case, if, if she wants to go to the extra lengths and doing her hair like that, then it is hard to manage.
Exactly my point. So by you trying to rake through your hair every day or brush through your hair every day, that is not what black hair is meant for. We have a different type of hair, so we have to do different things than white people. So you need to do things like protective styling to where it's a lot easier for you. Black hair is the easiest hair to manage on the planet. What is your name first?
My name's Ruth Annie. You can call me Ruth or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just saw your video when you was talking to that woman about her wig, and I was like, interesting. And I went to debate with you.
Okay. So, what exactly did you disagree with that I said?
Okay. I think you said wigs are not a type of protective style, and I was like, technically it is. I think it was, but you said it's not, and then you kept going back and forth with her.
Okay, so explain to me how a wig is protective.
Okay. Obviously, you have the cornrows underneath,
Okay.
and then you braid like you. So the purpose of the cornrows is to maintain moisture and making sure you're not touching it. So
Right.
just as you have to, make do the cornrows, you have to protect the cornrows. So that's why the wig comes in. So it's like the shield.
This shield from what?
The shield, the shield for your hair.
So, answer me this. If the cornrows are already protective, how come you need another layer of protection?
Okay. Okay, let's use this analogy, right?
Okay.
Where's my thing? Hold on. Why do I need this phone case, right? If my phone already has a back. Okay? Why would I need that? So, same thing.
Hold on,
Well,
wait.
why
Chat,
would I need a
chat.
cornrow?
Let me ask the chat. Chat, did that make any sense? Did that analogy she just said make any sense at all?
I can't see chat, guy. Oh,
Okay, but that is totally different. Yes, you still need that case because if you drop your phone, it can still crack, right? But a protective hairstyle is so it can lock in moisture for your
exactly.
okay. So the cornrows are already doing that. You putting on a wig is just you covering up the cornrows because you don't want people to see your actual hair.
No, 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 no. Another thing is if you leave cornrows out, like right now you see I have cornrows, it
Okay.
gets messy very fast. So it looks like I did not just get it done, but I got it done less than a week ago. So when you leave it out, it looks ugly, like it does. So unless
Actually,
I'm like tying down my hair every night, which is a way to protect my cornrows and protect it from not looking crazy, then that's the point of getting a wig. It's also another way to look cute because why not?
so number one, your hair being messy. I've had cornrows, I've had twists, I've had braids many times. The first point, black men get cornrows all the time. How come we don't need a wig to protect our hair? That's number
Because
one.
you're a
Okay,
guy.
okay. That's number one. Number two is if your hair is getting messed up very quickly, you just don't know how to take care of your hair because all you have to do is put a bonnet on at night and that will protect your hair from getting all frizzy and from rubbing on the pillow. But you never need a wig to put on top of the cornrows. Matter of fact, if you put a wig on top of your cornrows, it's going to make them frizzier even faster. So what are you talking about?
How's it gonna make it frizzier faster?
The friction from the lace from the wig is going to rub against the cornrows and make it frizzy.
No, but when you do a wig, you put like a bald cap on, so it's not really rubbing against the wig.
But can we just admit, maybe you just don't like your hair?
Can we admit that? I do like my hair at times, actually, but it's just a lot of maintenance. It's not about if you like or dislike your hair. It's just like you like to change your hair and you like to look different. That's what I would say.
But see, I don't think that you actually do like your hair because how come when I scroll through your Instagram, right?
Right?
It's only fake hair. There's not one post with just your natural hair.
Somewhere in my highlights, there's one somewhere.
No, there's not. But see, what we can see, even in your profile picture, even on this live, when people clicked on, that is you with the wig on, because you think you look best with the wig on. Why do you think you look better with the wig than with your natural hair? That's my question to you.
Wait, where do y'all see me with a wig?
Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second, real quick.
He's saying chat. Okay.
Let me see some real quick. All right, chat. Can we see this right here?
That's not a wig though.
Hold on. This is not a wig, but this is still fake hair. This is not your hair, right?
It could be
And
my hair. You
so,
never know.
no, this is not your hair because I can definitely tell. But look, this is your first post. This is fake hair added, right? Fake hair added, right? Fake hair added, okay? A wig, a wig, a wig, more wigs. Where's your not more fake hair added? A wig. So when we look at your Instagram, right, it's clear as day that you're not showing your natural hair,
Okay. I mean, yeah, you do have a good point. The reason
right?
why I don't like showing my natural hair is every time I do, which I do have a photo, like a reel in there somewhere that I am showing my natural hair. It's probably not there, but somewhere in my highlights. But when I do show
Okay.
my natural hair, there's always like pushback. And I'm tired of it. Like naturally, I'm just always tired of it. And also, it does take me like so long to detangle my hair, and it's a nightmare doing my hair. So I don't have that type of time management to do my hair.
There's okay. How old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. What do you mean you don't have time to do your hair? This is you don't have kids. I'm pretty sure you don't have kids. You
I
don't have
don't.
any responsibilities like
I
that.
do.
Okay, what are your responsibilities that you have?
Right. Okay. I'm a nursing student.
Okay. All
So,
right.
second year nursing student. I'm literally like always studying all the time. So, this is an example of things I have to study for like every 2 weeks. So, I have a lot of things to do. I also work part time. And I do live on my own. I don't live with my parents, so I'm paying majority of my bills and trying to manage tasks on my own. So if I'm spending hours and hours in the morning to detangle my hair, I'd probably have to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Or else when I go to school, somebody's gonna ask me, "Oh, why your hair don't look combed out?" And it's gonna be another black person. It's not even gonna be other people. Like majority of the times when it's white people, they're not gonna say nothing. But it's always gonna be like, oh yeah, did you comb your hair today? And I'm just like, I just really don't feel like doing all that. It's just too
And
much work for me.
that's why I always say black women are other black women's worst enemy because you guys bully each other and then you guys try to then blame black men and blame everybody else. But really, it's black women that don't like black women's actual hair. And the thing about it is, you were talking about convenience. How come when you go to get your hair done, you just don't say to the hairstylist, okay, let me get these cornrows, but don't add any fake hair to it,
Oh, I
right?
did that before.
Before, but when we looked at all your pictures and even looking at you right now as well, we can clearly see that you're
I mean,
not
I
wearing your
got
natural
cornrows
hair.
before, but just because I did it like one time doesn't mean I have to do it all the time. I'm also a person that gets bored very easily, so I can't like one thing that I can't do is stay in one hairstyle. So yes, I can get cornrows, just my hair. Like I tell them, don't put any extensions, and that's
When's the
literally
last time you did that?
Oh, before this hairstyle, that's when I did that. Yeah, I'd say.
But it's like when we look at the evidence, it's like this is not what we see. How come you don't post yourself with your natural hair on your Instagram?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I actually don't know. I guess the
man,
majority of the
because
time.
we got to be honest. We got to be so honest. You have an insecurity about your natural hair. This is why you have to add the fake hair to add length because you probably don't like the actual length of your hair. Maybe that's why you add the
That's
extra
true.
extension.
I'd say I want my hair to be longer and more
Hmm.
like kinkier. I have no hate against my hair, but I definitely want it to be like more afro like when I see those girls that have those hairs. Like I think it's gorgeous. I want to be able to wear my hair out like this. I like that one day, but I do have to grow out my hair. So how do I grow out my hair? By putting in more fake hair.
Okay, explain to me how fake hair grows natural hair.
How does fake hair grow natural hair?
Yeah, you said you're going to grow your hair by putting in the fake hair. How does that make sense?
Because the fake hair kind of like preserves your real hair kind of in a way.
But see, it actually doesn't. It actually causes your hair to break off. So you would be way better off if you would just leave your hair natural without the fake hair added because the material of the synthetic hair that you guys put in your natural hair, it actually causes friction and it breaks it off. This is why black women always have like shoulder length hair or higher because you guys keep constantly straightening it and then you guys keep breaking it off.
I mean, straightening it is something else, though. I mean, you talk about the synthetic hair.
Well, when you get your hair done, don't they still straighten it?
Oh, they blow dry it, but that's not
They,
straightening it.
I mean, there's still heat damage and blow drying.
I mean, there's heat protectant sprays, so you can just spray that, and it kind of like, and it's also, I mean, you're getting it blow dried one time, so that kind of makes up for the 3 months, 2 months that you have your hair in. So getting it blow dried one time is not gonna affect the breakage that much.
But my point is, if you would just leave your hair naturally and just take care of it like regular women do that love their hair, your hair would grow way faster or you would retain length way faster because you're not constantly putting in fake hair, you're not constantly straightening it, all this other stuff. But you guys always feel the need to either put this glue on your edges, put on a wig, throw in some fake hair, and it's like, bro, why can't we just see the natural hair?
I mean, it's also like, it's also like, I mean, I already told you about the convenience part. I understand where you're coming from. Like, you feel
Right.
like women, like black women, should just share their natural hair because it's beautiful, and the wigs and the weave like gets to a point. And I understand that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get to a point one day where I can actually have time to do my hair.
So, yeah, I think we just got to stop advocating for other black women to, wearing to keep wearing the wigs because it's obviously hurting you guys. And like you think it's helping right now, but if you were to give up wigs and weaves today, you would be better off. Like, what will it take for somebody? What will it take somebody to do to get you to give up your fake hair, wigs, and weaves? Is there anything that can be done?
Is there anything that can be done to help me get rid of
Yeah.
weaves?
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe. No, I mean, I think I was thinking maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. You have to give me like some ideas.
That, but it's a no because right now there's an addiction that you guys have to the wig.
Addiction.
It's an addiction. It really is because back in the day they called relaxers crack for black women because they couldn't give them up. So
Hmm.
you guys just went from one type of crack to another. You guys just went from cigarettes to vapes. It's still all bad. And the reason why you need to give it up is because you're probably going to have a daughter and sons and kids in the future. You don't ever want to let them see you insecure because you don't like your natural hair. You want them to see mommy in a proud state of who she actually is.
That's so funny. I'm not insecure. I mean, I really don't like having my natural hair out because it's just too much work, and I am trying to grow to love my hair more, but it also comes with time. And I guess it
But
is.
What do you mean too much work? Because
It's
we
too
have
much work.
we have something called, as black people, we have something called protective styling. So we can do braids, we can do twists, we can do bantu knots, we can do so many different things with our hair to have it protected, and so you're not always having to do it every single day. Just like the style you have in right now, you could do that same style but without the fake hair. So what do you mean this convenience? What are you talking about?
I mean, yes, okay. That's a really good point. I can do it without, the weave. So why add the weave? Why add the length? Because like I'm also trying to envision myself with the length. I know it sounds
Stop.
insane.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I
Come
know it
on
sounds
now.
crazy, bro. But like so that's how you grow. You have to keep making sure like you're training your brain. It's kind of like a psychological thing where you're training your brain. So okay, this is my hair length, so it's gonna grow to that length.
You know what's crazy to me? Like every time I debate, you guys come up with something new, and I'm just like, bro, it's like it doesn't make any sense to me. You guys find every excuse in the corner of the earth just to justify you wearing a wig. Just say, I don't like my natural hair, and then start to actually deal with it. But if you guys keep lying about it, you're never going to deal with the insecurity.
But the thing is, if I didn't like my natural hair, then I wouldn't be able to do these styles and do wigs. So it's kind of like hard for me to say, oh, I don't like it, because then how would I change my hair so much? How would I do cornrows and like So it's not really that I hate my hair, because then I wouldn't be able to do the styles I want.
Okay, so if you don't hate your hair, let me give you a challenge. For the next year, don't put any fake hair in at all. Just natural hair only. Can you do
that
that?
would be that would be like literally impossible.
White women do that. White women can do that. Why can't you do it?
How white women?
White women literally wear their hair naturally all the time. I understand some of them do wigs and extensions, but most white women, they wear their hair naturally. So you as a black woman, why can't you too?
I mean, their hair is low maintenance.
No, but that's internalized racism in your brain. That's why you're saying that.
Oh no, I'm not racist to them. Like, but
No, no, you're
their
racist
hair,
to yourself.
no, their hair is silkier. They can wake up, leave the house without having to do their hair. I have to wake up, comb my. If we're talking naturally, of course, like I have to wake up, comb my hair out, and I have friends that are natural, and I'm like, I look at them, and I'm like, how do you do that? I don't know how you do that.
You're racist to yourself.
I'm racist. Okay,
You're
let me hear.
racist to black people and yourself. So let me ask you a question. If a white woman was trying to style her straight silky hair into an afro every single day, do you th- do you then think that she would say her hair is hard to manage?
No, because that's literally impossible.
No, they can do that. They can literally like do perms that make their hair go up and get poofy. Like there are
I never
products for
heard of
this.
that.
Yeah, so if a white woman was trying to style her natural straight hair into an afro every single day, do you think she would say her hair is hard to manage? If she was trying to do it, no matter whether she could achieve it or not.
I mean, in that case, if, if she wants to go to the extra lengths and doing her hair like that, then it is hard to manage.
Exactly my point. So by you trying to rake through your hair every day or brush through your hair every day, that is not what black hair is meant for. We have a different type of hair, so we have to do different things than white people. So you need to do things like protective styling to where it's a lot easier for you. Black hair is the easiest hair to manage on the planet because we can do
You never
protective
met my
styles.
hair. You literally never met my hair.
I have 4C hair. I literally have naps in my hair as we speak. What are you
Yeah,
talking
but I
about?
be crying. I was crying when I almost cried. I mean, when I was younger, I used to cry. But now, like when I was getting this hair done, I almost cried because it was just so like tangled. And the thing is, I would comb it like what 5 minutes before, and it was still hard. And even now, like it's always, it's so annoying. But
It's
um,
because you your parents didn't teach you how to take care of your hair properly. And if they did, you would be much happier with your natural hair. Because there's tons of women that are on YouTube and they're blowing up right now because they're teaching black women how to properly do their hair because black women don't know how to do it.
Like
So,
even watching YouTube videos, like they don't help me. And I've watched ton of hair videos on YouTube, especially like when I'm home. Like I like to wear my natural hair. Sometimes I walk out with my natural hair, but like in general, like sometimes, especially with my hair, it just takes like a hard time like holding moisture or something like that. And like I would probably have to put a whole jar. Another thing, it's very expensive to be natural, and I don't have that type of money.
cap,
That is very expensive.
cap.
That is very true. I don't know what you're
That's
talking
not
about.
true. That's not
Okay.
true. Let me tell you why. There's tons of black hair care products that are perfect for your hair and they're very inexpensive. But you choose the products that are expensive and then say, oh, it's hard to maintain natural hair with natural hair care products. Because you guys choose things like Miel and Cantu, and a lot of these products have chemicals in it that are actually damaging your hair. So you would be better off using things like maybe aloe vera or shea butter or coconut oil. You feel me?
I mean, I've seen those methods too. Some people use rice water. Um,
Right?
I do agree. It does depend on like what products you buy. And I think one time I was trying to buy a bunch of products, and the amount came to $100, which I thought it was insane. So I was like, I'm not buying this.
Okay, but you'll spend $200 to $300 on a wig. How does that
I
make
don't spend
sense?
who spends $200 to $300? Not me.
Black
I'll
women do that
nice
all
little
the
beauty
time.
supply. Who's gonna
Okay,
spend?
so how much do you spend on a wig?
I mean, $30, $40. I get the synthetic ones.
So the ones
Sometimes
that
it,
have the chemicals in it that harm you
no,
and cause
no,
cancer.
no. Wigs don't cause cancer. What? Okay, anyway.
There's studies that came out that show that there's carcinogens and different chemicals like heavy metals that can cause cancer.
Okay, that's interesting. I'll definitely look into that. Um, but yeah,
So go ahead,
but
continue.
you can't say like every wig I buy has those things because they're cheap. So it doesn't speak for every wig.
Yes, it does though, because you don't even know what your wigs are made of.
I mean, they're made of synthetic hair.
And what is synthetic hair?
So they have a machine that makes the hair.
But what I'm saying is it's made out of different things like polyester, like different plastics. Like these are not meant to be on your head for 8 hours a day. You feel me? Even the braiding hair that you have in right now has different like chemicals and stuff that can harm you at this moment.
That's an interesting point. I didn't know that.
But see, it's like I can get the vibe that even though I'm telling you this, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna still keep wearing it. I don't care.
100%. I mean, I'm gonna stop one day. I already told myself, like, for real. Like, once I'm out of college and everything, and I'm like, I have the time to take care of myself, I'm not gonna be with this wigs and hair. But right now, the only reason why I'm doing it is because I don't feel like, And then I guess I am still trying to love my hair more and learn how to do my hair. So it's just really hard. So that's why I'm just like, yeah.
But it's really because you're trying to paint an image of yourself for society. Because think about it, if you stayed in the house all the time and nobody ever saw you, you would never think to put in fake hair or a wig.
Yes,
Because
I would.
explain why you would do that.
One, I make videos and I like talking online, so I would.
Okay, but
Two,
my point is if you were never seen by anybody else, you would never put on a wig. Am I right?
I would, because I put it on for myself. You think I put on a show for people?
Chat. Do you guys think that she puts on a wig for herself? Yes or no?
I'm so serious. I put on wigs for myself.
I hate when women say that because no, you don't. You literally do not.
I
It's
will
pure
literally
cap and
put
she
on a
knows it.
wig
Facts.
and not
No.
go outside.
Facts.
I'll put on a wig and not go outside. Like I will complete that challenge. Like
Man, we got to stop making up these excuses because at this point it's like I could understand if they made sense, but not one of the excuses that you made any sense at all.
But I
Not one.
also think it's based off experience. Obviously, you're a guy, so you're not gonna understand. Oh, why do women wear wigs? So that's why you're still asking.
I literally understand you more than you understand yourself.
Oh, if you say so.
Because I've been telling you why you wear the wigs, and you know that I'm correct, but you're just trying to skip over it.
No, no, I agree with you. I do have to try and love my hair more. So I'm not disagreeing with you in some points, and I do see the points you are making. That sometimes it's more bad for us than it's good for us. But at the end of the day, am I gonna still wear it? Yes. Why? That's a good question.
Because you don't truly love your hair.
Maybe it's a fact. Maybe it's not.
No, it definitely is a fact. Because just like let's flip it. Let me ask you a question. A man who always wears hats outside, right? He never wears hats inside the house, but then when he walks outside where people can see him, he feels the need to put on hats. Do you think he loves his natural hair, or do you
You
think
probably
that
don't even
he's
have hair
so so why do you think he's wearing the hat?
because he wants to cover his head.
Why would he want to do that?
Maybe he likes hats.
See, nah, you knew I had you in that corner, but now you had to start making up dumb stuff.
No,
No,
because
he
he probably does really like hats. You never know.
no, because if he just loved hats, he would wear the hat inside the house and outside the house. But
Yeah, but why would
he's
you want to wear a hat inside the house? Like laying down with a hat is kind of uncomfortable.
but the point is he's insecure because nobody wants, even if you love hats, nobody wants to wear a hat every single time they walk outside the door unless he doesn't want to show his baldness or his messed up hairline or whatever it is.
You know what? I so you just gave me a new idea, right? So
Please
I'm gonna
no.
post my next Instagram picture is gonna be my natural hair. I'm gonna do a whole photo shoot. Cause guys, apparently I don't love my hair. I can proclaim my hair and also wear wigs. Can you like agree we can do that?
Yes and no. So it's going to be about frequency. If you wear your natural hair all the time and then you put on a wig here and there like once or twice a year, yeah, I could say you still love your natural hair. But you, on the other hand, wear fake hair most of the time, and now you're talking about doing a photo shoot one time with your natural hair. So
But
that's mm-mm.
no, but I might do some later. I don't know. I have to think about it. Because
Look
you
at
know,
the
I have to
look
plan
at the
my Instagram
chat. They say
strategically.
you're a beautiful young lady. That means you don't need all this fake hair and all this other stuff. Like look at your skin. You were meant to have hair that goes up just like mine. You weren't meant to have hair that is put in a wig and drops down.
I mean, I agree.
So, how do you think we get more black women to just be natural and love themselves? Or do you even have an answer for that?
Well, I think the first step could be for other black women to stop putting black women down. I think that could be a prominent step. Like actually, like instead of being like, "Oh, your hair is nappy," oh, let me give you my hair care routine. Let me show
Mm,
you how I take care of my hair. Like, you know, I think that's definitely the first step. A lot of the reasons why I'm insecure about my hair, for the most part, like growing up, it was a lot of like people just making fun of me and my hair. And the
mm-hmm,
moment, and my parents would never, ever let me get wigs or weave. Like that was non existent throughout my whole childhood.
mm,
They were so against it. They thought it was demonic, like all this stuff. And like, so I never got, you know, weave until like I grew older and left their house, obviously. So when I would go to school, it was like a whole different thing. Like, oh, why does your parents like, you know, do that? And it was kind of like more of a making fun thing instead of helping thing. So I think that can be like a step, you know. I don't know,
mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, I think you're definitely correct. And we got to teach more black women to know that their hair is beautiful and not to listen to other black women because a lot of black women are insecure and they don't like their hair. So and then what they do is they make fun of innocent people like you, and then you start to wear wigs and weaves and start to develop an insecurity. But we shouldn't listen to people that hate themselves. That's just like me listening to the people that are in my DMs saying hateful things like I don't know these people. these people have never done anything about me or done anything for me. They don't care about me. So we shouldn't listen to people that only try to bring us down. We should listen to the people like Stop Playing Trayvon McNear, that are telling black women like you to wear your natural hair and, be happy for who you actually are. Am I right?
I agree. Yeah, that can definitely be a step.
So what is your first step to going natural? Because I feel like we're close with you. Like we can get you there. We just it You're still young, so your mind is still able to change.
I agree. What's my first step? I think I need to give my hair breaks. Like seriously speaking, I think
Okay.
I like there's times where I do my hair and then the next week I already have another hairstyle plan and I change it. Like I don't let my hair breathe. So I
Hmm.
think the first step would like at least spending like between, hairstyles, at least letting my hair breathe for I'll give it 2 weeks. I
I
wear my hair out for 2 weeks.
I think another step could be, number one, changing that smoke detector, because that is atrocious. But seriously though, first step could be, instead of doing wigs all the time, like maybe try like scarves or wraps instead
I
of
do
putting
that
in fake
too.
hair.
I 100% do scarves and wraps. I definitely do that, especially when I don't feel like doing my hair.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, do that more often. Like, if you wear wigs, like let's say 2025, you wear wigs 8 months out of the year. Try to do wigs maybe 6 months out of the year. Like, just try to take small steps to getting natural, because I know it's not easy. How long have you been wearing like fake hair for?
Um, Probably a couple years. Like,
Okay, so you're not too far into it.
yeah, like for real, I probably locked in. I don't know, cause COVID, probably like sophomore year. So probably like 4 years. Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you were trying to put in wigs to get a man, or like, what are your thoughts on that?
No, but I did feel like when I do put it on, I'm like, I don't know, my face changed, and I'm like, oh, okay, I do like this style better on me than my natural hair. So I'd say that, but I don't put on my hair for men.
So do you get approached more with natural hair or fake hair?
Probably with fake hair.
And what type of men are the men that approach you with the fake hair? Like, are they like YNs? You feel me? Or are they like, respectable guys that approach you?
um, let's think back. Sometimes they are weirdos. Um, I wouldn't say YNs. I don't know. I usually don't want to talk to them, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. But you do like, you are into guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes I'd be asking these questions and then women just they like other women. I'm like, oh, bro, here we go.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but it's good. Never turn to the dark side of liking women. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, just I feel like, number one, don't listen to these idiot black women that be trying to make fun of you, because they hate themselves, and they hate themselves so much that they have to then try to make you hate yourself. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But what is your goal for 2026 with natural hair? And be honest. All right. So is this conversation, does it not mean anything? Are you not going to change being honest, or are you going to try to, implement natural hair?
I think my goal for my natural hair is to grow it, definitely. I think that's always my goal for my hair. Um, what am I going to implement? That's a very good question.
Hmm.
Aside from wigs and braids, I don't. I think I am gonna try more like natural remedies to grow my hair. I'm
Okay.
gonna watch more videos because I know like videos where they be talking about how they grow their hair in such short amount of time, and definitely watch people with my type of hair. And
Right.
yeah,
I do have a recommendation for a YouTube channel. Let me try to bring it up really quickly. Okay, give me 1 second. She makes a lot of like very good content. She has the longest natural hair that I've ever seen on a black woman. So let me share this really quick. So her name is the Fairy Fro Mother, I believe, or Lindsay Chris. But she has a lot of different remedies. Like that is all her natural hair, and it goes all the way down to her thighs. So there's a lot of women just like this. They show you how to grow out your natural hair. You know, they have different remedies. Like she uses a lot of like natural like teas and stuff like that. So if you want to learn how to grow your natural hair, this is definitely a great recommendation
Okay. Yeah, she looks very beautiful.
for sure. But she also talks about diet too. Like, what is your diet like?
That's a good question. It really ranges. It really does ranges.
What do you mean by that?
Like some days I'm like, oh, I want to eat McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, and then other days where I'm like eating rice. I wouldn't say I'm pretty healthy. I'm on like it depends. I kind of eat for iron and making sure I'm not like um what's it called? That I'm not like weak or anything. So I eat a lot of protein.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'd say that's what my diet consists of.
Okay, that's
Depends.
good. Just make sure you're not going to like McDonald's and stuff. You'll be all right. But somebody in the chat asks, why do women in America with African hairstyles get picked last? I don't think that's actually true. If you can show me where that actually happens, I would like to see that information. But from what I
Uh,
see, black women that wear their or take care of their natural hair, they always get picked first. Not gonna lie.
Also, what do you think about when they say like in the workplace that black women hair is not professional enough?
Well, I think that's a stigma that's inside of black women's minds. I do believe at one point in time that was the case, but today that's not the case anymore. Black women just use that as as an excuse to wear wigs and weaves, but that is not the case.
Interesting.
Because did something happen to you in your workplace in the past?
No, I just hear people say it. I don't know if it was true. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'd hear some clips about it.
No, they're definitely making up things. We have things like the Crown Act that passed that basically stop an employer from discriminating against you for your natural hair and ethnicity. So if they did that, they can be sued. So black women just have this stigma that people are looking at their natural hair and they're joking about it because they're just insecure about their hair and they want to make excuses to wear wigs. But there's no excuse at all.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'll be like you one day, but for now.
Man, I'm just trying to see like I think honestly it's gonna take force to get black women to stop wearing the wigs at this point because when we leave you guys to make your own decisions, then you guys make
By
bad
force. What do you mean taking away wigs from all beauty supplies?
exactly. That's the step one. Banning wigs and weaves in America. Um
What?
and
That's
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna make
yeah. I
sense.
mean, it's gonna be hard to do. But if that can't be done, then I would resort to step two, which is all males ignore women with wigs and weaves, and then you guys will have to stop wearing it because a lot of you guys love men, right? You guys want to procreate, you guys want to have kids. So if you want to do that, then that'll be a standard.
Well, first part, yeah, there's not going to be no way that companies ban wigs because that's honestly their way of profit. I do understand where you said like you don't know what's in the wigs because honestly I question everything, and there's times that every time we buy something there's always like some type of thing they put in it that causes cancer and causes like all these diseases, and it comes from that, right? um and
Hmm.
also you can't put a rule where you say, oh man, don't talk to women with wigs. Like That's not gonna work because you can't speak for all men. There's all obviously gonna be those guys that still want to talk to women with wigs.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna be the weak guys. Really quickly, Rudy in the chat, you have so much to say. You say I'm lying about things. How about you hit the link and join and tell me face to face what I'm lying about? Otherwise, just be quiet in the chat. But continue. What were you saying before?
oh yeah, so yeah, you said they're weak men
Yeah,
because they want to date a woman because they just love the woman as she is. I don't know.
yeah. So if they love a woman how she is, she came naturally. She didn't come with a wig. She didn't come with a weave. And a strong man is going to know to have a woman that has natural hair because he's obviously looking to have kids with that woman in the future. So it's about setting a good example for his future kids as well, and not letting them see mommy with the wig or weave. Like men who say, "Oh, let women do whatever they want." These are feminine men, because women they say let everybody do what they want because women, you guys like community, you guys love everybody to fit in, but men on the other hand, we're opposite of that. We care about hierarchy, we care about, you know, what is best for people. We care, men make the rules. So a man saying let everybody do what they want, it's just very feminine.
But I sometimes see men that they be having the fake edges and stuff like that. So I'd say that also equates.
Feminine. Feminine. I agree. I agree. I do not agree with men who spray paint their lineups and do all this makeup and put on toupees. Like that's too much. If your hairline is that bad to where you need to spray it on, go bald.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
so your argument is consistent. It's not like, oh, I agree with this, but don't disagree with this. Okay, that makes
of
sense.
course. Of course. Yeah. I'm not like that. But what last words, or do you have any other points that you wanted to bring up before we go ahead and end this?
Yes. One thing I would say is, guys, Jesus loved us so much, no matter what you believe in, and He is gonna come back very soon. So please repent and turn to
Oh,
Jesus. So
that's
yeah.
another thing I saw though. Your profile picture is a white man hugging you. He's supposed to be Jesus Christ, but when I called you a racist or a white supremacist, I it kind of showed your thinking.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want. I don't really care.
Because I mean, but is Jesus a white man though?
He was Jewish.
Were they were the original Jews white people?
That's the question. No, not white people. No. Original Jews were Jews. I don't know. I've been kind of questioning what is the real Israel because we have debates online where they're saying Israel today is not, the real Israel. I don't even know, bro. But I do follow Jesus Christ, and in the Bible it says his skin was like wool, which is, it doesn't mean that he was white.
Personally, I think it's a book that was made up to keep us enslaved because before Europeans colonized us, we did not have that book. We didn't follow a Jesus Christ personally. But if he was real, right? I believe he would be a black man because, like you just said, his they said his hair was, um, it was like wool, and I think they said his skin was like bronze or something like that. So the Bible basically described Jesus as a black man, but this is not what this is about.
But I
Was that your?
also I also
Uh
want to
huh.
say that it doesn't matter if he was black, white. At the end of the day, he came to save us all from our sin because sin equals to death. So if you do not repent, then it's bad. So that's what I'm just saying. It doesn't matter like what skin color he is. Honestly, that's not the point of the
See,
gospel.
your role as a woman is to either follow your father or your man. Your role is not even to follow Jesus.
It's to follow God, which is Jesus.
No,
So what do you
no.
believe in? You believe in ancestors?
The ancestors.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people be worshiping ancestors, be worshiping the sun. I be hearing all of it.
No, I believe personally, I believe that there is a creator. I don't know who or what that is because I believe we've been lied to, and we're still being lied to. And I believe the Bible is a book to keep us enslaved mentally. Like, why do you think like a lot of black people fill up the churches? We give our money to churches. Churches are billion-dollar organizations, but what do they give back to black people?
That's a good point. When you read the Bible, it says Jesus came to set us free. It didn't say Jesus not really. So that's why I don't keep myself in that mindset where I'm like trying to be a victim. I try to keep myself in the mindset like, whatever is in the past, we come over it, and Jesus gives us to strength to become better. So I think a lot of the times when guys say that, because I hear that a lot,
Hmm.
is they don't read the Bible and they don't read what Jesus actually said, like he came to set us free, especially when he said that, like, you no longer what your past is. So when I think of that, I'm like, okay, that's who saved me. And at the end of the day, it's not really like following a white man. I hear it so much, but it's about following God. And you might not know
Okay.
who God is.
So was the white man right to force black people to read his book and learn the ways of the book?
When we
So
talk
you're
about,
so basically the white man was right when he came over here and enslaved innocent blacks,
no, he
whipped them,
wasn't.
hold on, whipped them and beat them and forced them and said, "Hey, you need to read this book." And forced us to read it. Now that's the only reason why black people do it today.
No,
So
no,
but
that's
but
not true, because that's not what the Bible tells us to do. The Bible does not tell us that we must force people to believe in Christianity. That's not what the Bible says.
no, 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 no. I'm saying that's what actually happened though. That's
Okay,
not what the Bible says. That is what happened.
yes, that is what happened. But are you going to let a human mistake like, stand in the way of you and God? No, you're not. Just because someone says I'm Christian, you read this Bible, does not make them Christian or a true believer of Christ. Those people were not true examples of Christ. And that's why Christ says in the Bible, he says, you will know them by their fruits. The fruits of the spirit are gentleness, joy, and all these things, patience, kindness, truth. And they were not exhibiting those. So therefore, they're not true Christians that we should be following. We're not following slave owners, bro.
But you're not getting the point though. What I'm saying is we would never know what it is unless we got enslaved. So that means slavery was a good thing.
No, it wasn't.
But if slavery didn't happen, we wouldn't have the Bible. We wouldn't know Jesus.
I mean, no, slavery. Wait, first off, the Bible long existed before slavery happened. People just weaponized the Bible to force slavery and used it as like a weapon. Oh, this is what the Bible says. And they used it against people and proclaimed the name of Jesus. But that does not mean they are Christian.
No, so the book, even you guys today, you guys, and I don't even want to get into this debate because it's supposed to be about hair, but even today, you guys don't even follow the Bible. A lot of you guys haven't even read the Bible fully. Everybody's talking about your personal relationships with Jesus and God and things like this. Jesus never told you to do that. Especially as a woman, God, it says in the Bible, you're supposed to follow your man, man follows God. So why do all these women have these personal relationships with God, and God never even asks you to do that?
So you're talking about the hierarchy where it says
Right?
the husband follows God, and then but it's talking about the order, the family order. So it's supposed to be the God is the covering, God is the house, like he's the umbrella where we're supposed to fall under
But
as husband and wife.
you no, that's not what it said. But you see why this is exactly why I don't follow the Bible. Because I know if I'm God, I'm going to make things very simple for people to understand. When there's too much confusion, there's some evil in there. Because whoever made it confusing on purpose. Now everybody has their different interpretations, and now everybody's all split up, and now everybody's arguing and fighting over a book. And I'm like, bro, before that we were living in peace and harmony. But then you
I
give us
don't think history has ever been living in peace and harmony. Let's be for real.
well, who told you that though?
Look at history itself. If you analyze history itself, you say we've been
Okay.
living in peace and harmony. When?
I'm talking about before the Europeans went around the planet Earth and started colonizing and unaliving millions and millions and millions of black people in America and Australia and Europe and Africa.
Yeah,
They
but
were no, they
Christianity.
were following the laws of the earth. And now they went around the planet Earth and started mass destroying our people. And then they gave us this book and said, you guys need to follow this book.
Do you understand that Christianity started in Africa? Like it that's one of the first places throughout Africa Paul went and evangelized. So you're saying, "Oh, white people are doing this, white people are doing that." And you're not understanding like we already had this was already our religion. We already proclaimed it before white people wanted to come and weaponize it. They are the ones that try to weaponize it and keep us away from it. And I think right now we're just listening and we're like, damn, this is such a terrible thing, terrible like way to live, but that's not true. You know what I'm saying? But I also think you also can do more research and, keep looking for yourself and keep studying. I think you're very smart.
I've already been where you are. This is why I can say the things that I'm saying. I was a Christian my whole life. But then when
Really?
you, yes, my whole life, went to church and everything, prayed every night, prayed before I eat, all of that. But then once you actually start to dig deep into the Bible and you start to actually analyze it, it doesn't make sense. Things do not add up. See, people believe in the Bible because you guys are afraid of going to hell. That's why a lot of you guys believe in it, because if there was no heaven and hell aspect, you would just do what you want to do. And I'm not saying everybody should do what they want to do. I'm saying people should, be good people and still take care of the earth and all this other stuff. But once you actually start to analyze the Bible, bro, it does not make sense.
I mean, I used to be one of like you too. I used to be that person where I just hated the Bible. And it's
I
hard to believe. If you look at my story archives, I used to deny Christianity. I used to say everything didn't make sense.
look at
And
bro in the comments section just said slaves did not get off the slave ships as Christians.
yeah, because white people wanted to weaponize it. But I mean, hopefully you come into encounter
What?
with Jesus, and everyone who's listening does, because he actually has saved my life, honestly, and he has freed me from a lot of depression and anxiety. But you can deny the Bible, but you can deny my experience. So, you know, but
I that is very consistent. I see a lot of people that they're hard goers for the Bible is because they went through some type of trauma and then they just associated them getting out of it with Jesus. That happens all the time. Like somebody will get in a car accident and then it's like, oh my God, I didn't die. Jesus saved me. I'm like, did Jesus save you or did you just not die? you know
yeah,
but
but then
it's like they associate the good things with Jesus, but then when bad things happen it's automatically what, the devil.
stay in. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And also, I think you should also look into NDEs and near death experiences where not even Christian people, we have Muslims, we have atheists, Buddhists, Hindus, all of them, every time they die, they have a near death experience. Their heart stops. Doctors say, oh, they're probably going to die or whatever. Come back, they're like, oh, Jesus is alive. Jesus is real. Oh, I went to hell. Or they have a hell experience or heaven experience. And some of them are atheists. They don't believe in heaven or hell. So I also see those experiences where it's not really just like, it's a supernatural experience. And there's also people who had supernatural experiences. There's people who healed from diseases. There's people who had leg problems. After that, you prayed over them and they're gone. They don't believe in Jesus, but they had that small amount of faith, a small amount of faith that carried them so far.
Okay, so does it say in the Bible that in order to go to heaven you have to believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So let's say I'm a good person. I'm taking care of the earth. I treat other people well. I'm doing everything I can to be the best person I possibly can every single day. But I just do not believe in Jesus Christ. I go to hell now?
Yeah. Because, okay, first off, let me ask you this question. Why do you feel like you're a good person because you're doing that? Have you lied before?
Yes, I have lied before,
You
but
have stolen before.
no, I have never stolen anything before. But exactly my point. Most people have stolen. So these people that have stolen, they rob, they hurt people. They did things like this, but now they just like, oh, I changed my life over to Jesus Christ. Now they get to go to heaven, but me, that's been consistently a good person my whole life. I never once stole anything from anybody. I treat people with respect, and just because I don't believe in Jesus Christ, I don't go to heaven. But they go to heaven, but they were a terrible person before.
So what Jesus says in the Bible is that your works are like filthy rags. So even if you do good or you do bad, it doesn't matter. So it's like, let me
That
picture give
doesn't
you
make
this
any
analogy.
sense.
Let me give you this analogy. You do something wrong, right? You go
Okay.
to the court, judge say you are guilty, you did something wrong, you murdered all those people, you did all this wrong. You deserve to go to jail, right? Then somebody else comes in, is Jesus. Jesus is like, I'll take the punishment for them. But what you have to do is that you have to not do it again, right? So that's the idea. Jesus comes in, he takes the punishment for us. That's why it says sin equals death. He takes the punishment for us so we do not do it again. But a lot of times people keep doing it, which is an issue. You're supposed to not do it again. I don't know,
But see,
Stephanie.
this ideology is that of a weak person, because us as men, nobody, if we do wrong, we get punished for it. There's nobody that comes to save us. There's nobody that comes to be like, okay, you did this, I'm taking on the burden. That is not reality. If I go and steal, I'm going to jail.
Oh no,
If
you're
I
going to jail.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
if
like
I but see, I'm talking about reality. You guys try to talk about Jesus and, oh, he saved us from sins and all this stuff. The reality is that nobody's saving you from sins. This is made up fairy tales.
okay, so what is gonna happen for people who did bad stuff? What is gonna happen to them?
Here's the truth. Most times they live their life out fully. See, we want to believe that people that do wicked, something's going to happen to them. But the reality the reality is the people that are unaliving black people, and they're giving us a bad time, they're giving us taxes, all this other stuff, these higher ups, they see that they create ghettos and give people drugs. These people live in luxury houses. These people live the best lives, and nothing is happening to them. Because the thing about it is, why would me as a god, why would I create evil? Why would I do that?
God didn't create evil. Satan created evil.
But God created Satan.
Yes.
So is God not all powerful?
No. I mean, no, God is all powerful,
So
but he does.
why would he create evil and create Satan?
So God creates you with free will. You can do whatever you want. You can choose not to believe in Jesus. I'm just telling you, but you can choose not to do it. But just because you choose to do it, he doesn't want like a bunch of robots. Like he doesn't want, oh, you do what I say and that's it. No, he gives us the free will to do whatever we want, whatever we please, and that's how it's supposed to go. If we disobey it, like Satan did, he's the one that
No,
betrayed God.
but no, you're not understanding what I'm saying though. If I'm all knowing and all powerful, why would I put people through pain? If I have the ability to take them out of this pain, there's babies that don't have any choice, and their mothers and people in society that are sick-minded do things to little babies. Even people that are LGBTQ. I'm not trying to. They're gonna let me not say too much. But a lot of the studies confirm that a lot of them have been abused by people when they were young kids. They didn't have choices to do anything or to be good or bad. They were just a kid. So what
Mhm.
about them?
Jesus says he's close to the brokenhearted and those crushed in spirit. And it also says that God is a just God. He will avenge for those people that do terrible things. He's not just gonna let them run away. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
Ma'am,
just
ma'am, ma'am. But wouldn't it be better if that didn't happen to them in the first place?
would it be of course, that's always gonna be our thinking. Like,
Okay,
why
so
does this have to happen, right?
if I'm God, I would create a creation and let them live in peace.
Unfortunately, that's not where it came to. It's not where, we can live in peace, because naturally we have sin. We have sin. We're going to have someone out there that is sinning against other people. So that's what I'm saying. We are naturally bad. We're not righteous. We're not good people. There's not going to be, you can't say, oh, I'm a good person, I do all these good things, because there's always going to be someone else like Hitler
So
or Stalin. Those
why
people,
would why would God make people that are naturally bad?
he doesn't make those people. He doesn't
Man,
make those.
who
They
created
make.
us?
God created us. He
No,
said he created us.
you just said we're naturally bad. God
Yes, we're
created
natural.
us. That means he
Yes.
created us naturally bad. Why would he
Yes.
do
So
that?
that's where Jesus comes in. So Jesus, he's the one that takes up our sins because we are naturally bad. Okay?
Why not? If I'm all powerful, why not create people that are naturally good?
I mean, you can't
Man,
create.
come on. You're defending things that don't make sense.
Okay, let me tell you this. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean it don't make sense.
No, I understand perfectly. You don't understand. You're trying to make things up to defend this imaginary person that you've never seen or heard of in your life.
Okay,
I'm,
well,
I'm living in reality. You're living in this space where, what if? Oh, but maybe this, maybe that. I'm living in what actually is.
I'm living based off what the Bible says. Okay, that's what it says. There has been scientific evidence, proof, archaeological proof that all points back to Jesus. There has been historians that all says Jesus was real. So you can't say it's a made up person. Now the question is, what did Jesus come for, right? There's religions, Islam. We have so many religions. All religion oppose Christianity, by the way. Christianity is the only religion that's like, yes, Jesus is God. Every other religion denies God, but they also respect God. They respect Jesus. They say, oh, Jesus lived. He was a good teacher. He was a good person. But they all reject. I'm just telling you that just because you do not understand it and you're not comprehending it, right? You're not like, this doesn't make sense, doesn't mean it's not true.
See, I do hope one day, you'll come to realization, and you'll come to reality, and because the mindset that you've been given is that of a slave, and once you get
A
out of
slave
this,
to what?
a slave to the system, as long as you have this mentality, you'll always be slave minded. You're a slave to your not your fake hair, and you're a slave to this as well. It goes hand in hand. So
I mean, I used to be out of the Christian mindset, so I would, if I wasn't like, if I didn't stop being Christian at a certain point in my life, I would agree with you. Maybe I am a slave, but I used to be that person that's criticizing Christianity. But I've seen supernatural stuff in my life where I can't deny it. So that's why I'm
okay,
telling
what have you seen that's supernatural?
you. What have I seen that's supernatural?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I can't explain it.
Cause you lying again.
I'm not
You lying.
lying.
Come on, come on. All right, we're not gonna have the debate about religion. That's not even what this was
But
about.
it
But
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in Jesus, because at the end of the day, Jesus still loves you. That's what it says. It says Jesus came to die. For God so loved the world, that means you too, that he came. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but live everlasting life. So
where's
despite
where's where's proof that Jesus existed outside of the Bible?
No, there's many historians that talk about, even what's it called, Pilate. He came out. He was the one that crucified him at the time. He says Jesus
Oh
existed at this
Lord.
time. There
Oh
has been
Lord.
proof of biblical places that, they give stories in Bible,
Okay,
and
so
those have been proven to exist.
I have a question for you. What if it's a lie? What if it's all a lie? What if it's all made up?
I don't have that thought in my head. It's all true.
See, because you're biased. You're only willing to believe in this, but somebody who's being logical realizes all aspects, even outside of the Bible. That's the question you need to ask yourself. What if it's a lie? What if you're living a lie?
I used to do that. I used to question, like, this is a lie, but I came to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you could say, oh, what if it's a lie? It's because you haven't experienced it yet. You
Bro,
know,
she locked in. Bro, I know she's locked in.
I am
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
I'm locked in with Jesus.
Why don't you get locked in with a man?
I don't need a man. I'm a nursing student.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking? Nah, because y'all be heavy in religion. My personal relationship with Jesus Christ. But then you say
No,
I do, but then you say I don't need a man?
no. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the feminism crap. Like, oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man right now. But if a man happens to come and likes me, then we'll see where it goes. But
No, ma'am.
right.
You need a man badly.
I do want to have kids, so I would agree with you.
Yeah. So let's get this stuff out of your mindset that you don't need men. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
don't believe in that mindset either. It's just keeping us, this is why we're declining as a species. But anyways,
that's true. Um, did you have anything else about the hair topic before we go and
no,
anything?
but it was nice talking to you. I'm happy that we had a conversation. I'll take everything you say, research it, and see. But yeah, it was a nice conversation. I'm happy that it was not like interrupting and yelling match. Honestly.
Of course, of course. I appreciate you being nice as well. I didn't know what to expect when I saw your Instagram and all the wigs. I was like, here we go. She gonna be one of these. I've been yelling and stuff, but yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming up. You have a great rest of your night.
You too.
Thank you.